Janggan.
Hi, Nanette.
Hey, Janggan, I have a question. It's been everywhere in the news right now. So the news is about Jack Ma. Where is he? Do you know where is he? Like some news are speculating that he's gone missing, and then some said that he's dead. Some said that he's been captured by the Communist Party. So where is he?
Okay. Interesting that I just did a Google search. You can see on the screen Jack Ma, and all the news is about where exactly is Jack Ma has disappeared, and it's all the news. Um, yeah, Jack Ma missing for more than 2 months. And and here's a question which I think lots of media are actually not reporting, which is why does he need to show himself? And obviously, I think Alibaba is facing a bit of a problem with the regulators in China, and I think that goes all the way to the highest authorities. So it's a period that you probably need to stay a little bit quiet, and that's especially for Jack Ma, who has had a tradition of speaking out, speaking his minds at various occasions. So he probably needs to keep quiet. And I think even in China, there's a bit of speculation that he might have fled the country, and people have been sharing screenshots. I think this is highly unlikely, because if that was indeed the case, and things would have been much more severe than what we are seeing now. But if you look at Alibaba as a company which is still functioning pretty okay, so I don't think there's anything that major that is happening to him. Okay, and we have blogged quite a bit about Jack Ma and Alibaba in our blog, The Lowdown, BLD.momentum.asia. So the reason why we started this blog and the reason why we're talking about these topics is that we see there's really lots of speculation about what's really happening in China, and many of them are not having the right understanding about what's really going on. So we just almost felt compelled to blog about it, to tell the world that okay, this is what's really happening. So if we search Jack Ma on the Lowdown blog, we'll see like lots of articles. And then I think you can see a trend that historically he was very bullish, and he talks about things. And there's this thing I think about 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, he talked about 996, and so basically saying that okay, you are fortunate to be able to work hard like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. six days a week, and there are those who are not fortunate, who are not catching the wave. But the thing is that realistically, all the employees who are working, most of them, especially young people, they don't like this. They want a balance between work and life. They want to be able to advance in their career instead of just working hard, without seeing how they can get promoted. So, but at that time, it was okay because Jack Ma was a god. I think things changed quite a bit over the last few months since people know that he was not in the sort of good times with authorities. But I think the authorities also acted based on sentiment from the public. And you think the Chinese government spends all its time monitoring what's going on social media just to prevent people from speaking? They're also listening to what people have been speaking about, and do adjusting their policies accordingly. Because at the end of the day, if you go back to history, all the leaders in China, they care about their legitimacy. They need to make sure that people are having a good life, and people are feeling that it's safe, they can earn a living, etc., under their care. Because this is more than just keeping their sort of themselves in power now, but you will be written in history. And I think anyone who becomes a leader of China would care about that. They will care about 500 years later, 1,000 years later, how the future generations perceive him. So I think that is probably pretty important when you try to understand China.
Okay, so I also heard that his name was removed from the company website. Is it true?
I, th- I think he has not been a active manager of the company for a while, right? He announced his retirement a while ago, and he said he wanted to become a teacher, which is exactly how Alibaba people call him. They call him like a Ma Lao Shi, which is like a master Ma or teacher Ma. So I think that's what he wants to, where he wants to be, and where he wants to exercise his influence. Um, I think if I were him, I mean, I will not be in that situation. I would keep a very low profile, and also it's important to remember that most Chinese bosses keep a very low profile. I mean, when was the last time you heard the founder of Meituan, Wang Xing, obviously? When was the last time you saw Pony Ma? I mean, no relation to Jack Ma, the founder of Tencent, and he has not been seen in public for more than half a year. So and also the founder of Pinduoduo, Colin Huang, he has not been seen in public for a long time. And so why this all this attention on Jack Ma? Because I think because he had a profile of like speaking a lot and being seen everywhere, etc., etc. So, but but it's a norm for big Chinese bosses to not be seen in public.
Interesting. So
Mhm.
it's not that he's gone missing because he was captured by the Communist Party of what he said.
I, I,
Because
I,
that's what the news has been telling, like, especially the news from, like, I think they're like American news, like Fox News, CNN, CNBC. They all said that he's been captured by the Communist Party. He's right now he's dead, or like a lot of things happening.
I think I think people have a fundamental misunderstanding about Chinese Communist Party. The people say that okay, oh, it's communist, it's the same as Russians, whatever. But if you look at lots of things they do, lots of policies they take, lots of actions they take, it's fundamentally more Chinese than communist. So lots of the things they do you can find from historical context, right? I mean, specifically in the case of Jack Ma, successful businessman, and who sort of took opportunity at the right time and accumulated a huge fortune. And historically, what would this kind of businessman do? They would keep a low profile and really, really hit to their political patrons. Occasionally, you would have a few ones who'd want to expand their influence. I mean, historically, you have businessmen starting to open societies like universities, etc., which is what Jack Ma has been doing over the last few years. I think that might have become a bit sensitive.
Okay, interesting. Thank you, Jonggan, for answering the question. Okay, I'll see you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.